What I mean is that you cannot just tell computer to do things for you without knowing its language. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Good. So for you to give instructions to computer, you have to know its language. So in today's video, we're going to start with the Python programming introduction. We're going to start from the beginning. This is from day one. We're going to start teaching the basics. So as long as Malam Amir understand the Python programming introduction, I'm very sure you are the person who watching this video, you also understand. So let's start with understanding what is programming in general. So what do you think programming is? Let me explain in a very simple term. Look at computer as a person. So this computer is just like a person who can tell him to do things for you. So whatever you ask this computer to do it for you, it can be able to do that. But before you can be able to before you can talk to computer, you have to know its language. What I mean is that you cannot just tell computer to do things for you without knowing its language. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Good. So for you to give instructions to computer, you have to know its language so that you can use that language and tell the computer to do things for you. For example, let's say you have a junior brother at your home and you want your junior brother to do things for you. So assuming your junior brother is coming from another country, let's say like China, and he come to your house for a summer vacation, and you want to ask him to do things for you, but you don't know how to speak Chinese language. So in that case, you cannot be able to give your brother a simple instruction to do things for you because you don't know how to say it in Chinese language. So it's the same thing with computer. Computer, if you look at it as a person, you have to know its language so that you can tell the computer what to do and how to do it based on what you need, based on what you want. So this is what programming is all about. It's just all about telling computer to do things for you. Can you tell computer to do things for? Yes, you can tell computer to steal money from bank. You can tell computer to create a movie for you. You can tell a computer to download pictures. You can tell a computer to do a lot of things. Everything you can think of regarding that you can do with your computer, you can tell the computer to do it by yourself. For example, creating examination, creating application, making games, all of those things, you can just write instruction to computer to tell it to do that thing. So if you learn the language of computer, you can tell it to do. So this is what programming is all about, just telling the computer how to do things. Yes. So what is uh, now we're going to discuss about machine language because computer has its own language. We call it machine language. That's the language of computer. So what machine language is? Machine language is just a sequence of 0 and 1. This is how computer understand. This is the actual language of computer. Sequence of 0 and 1. It's just about on and off, on and off, on and off, and so on. So for us to talk with computer, we have to use its actual language, which is machine language, sequence of 0 and 1. But the problem here is, as a human beings, we cannot be able to talk with computer using this machine language because it's very difficult for us to learn. So how can we do that? So we have something in between. For example, you met with a person and you want to discuss with that person. Maybe it's a Indian person or different person from your own tribe. He don't understand your language, and also you too, you don't understand his language. Then at the all of a sudden, this is you, for example. Let's say this is Chinese and this is Hausa. So both of you don't understand each other language because he's speaking in Chinese, he understands in Chinese, and you speaking in Hausa, you understand Hausa. All of a sudden, you have a person who can understand both of this language. You know how to speak Hausa, he understand Hausa. Also, you know how to speak English, he understand English. So when this person come, then you want to discuss with this person, then you speak Hausa to this person, and this person he translate your language from Hausa to Chinese to this person, and this person he speak back, then this person speak that Chinese to you in Hausa. So because of this person, now you can communicate. Yes, you can communicate, and this person is called translator. So in computer case is the same thing. This is the computer, it only understand machine language. So in that case, we can't talk with computer using machine language. We only talk to computer using language like Python, JavaScript, which are called programming languages. So we have to have something in between, which is called translator. So that translator is what, this is what we are talking about, is what, this is you, programmer, then you talk to computer, you have a translator. This translator is a software, just like the application you install in your smartphone. You go to Play Store, you download application, install it in your smartphone. This translator is also a software that we install in the computer, so that this translator can now translate our programming language to machine language, so that computer can understand what we are saying and execute it. Do you understand?
What I understand is that this translator will translate my language
Yes,
into these zeros and one.
exactly. You understand? So the translator will translate your programming language into the 0 and 1 and give it to computer. Then computer now understand and execute it. So this translator is divided into two. We have interpreter and then we have compiler. So what's the difference between these two translators, interpreter and compiler? The difference is that this interpreter, it translates your language one after the other. For example, if I have A, this is what I write. Maybe this is my program and I want to give it to computer. So for me to give this program to computer, we have to translate it into machine language. So if we said we want interpreter to translate this language, this is how interpreter going to do it. It's going to take the first paragraph, translate it and give it to the computer. Take the second paragraph, translate it and give it to the computer. Take the third, translate, give it to computer. So it will do it one after the other. Yes, line by line. So what about the compiler? Well, the compiler is different. The compiler will take the whole program at once, compile it all. After it compile it, or I said translate it to machine language, now it take the whole program and give it to computer. Do you understand the differences? Interpreter line by line, compiler all at once. Yes, and give it to the computer. So this is
More faster.
compiler is way more faster than interpreter, because interpreter has to communicate with computer all the way, one by one, while compiler just communicates with computer once. Yes, so compiler is way more faster. So in the language we are going to learn, Python programming, Python, it uses what? It uses interpreter. Do you understand? So Python, yes, it uses interpreter. It translates the code line by line and give it to computer. So moving on, now we understand machine language and how we communicate with machines. So now the question is, okay, now since you understand computer execute our code in 0 and 1, and we have to have translator to communicate with computer as a programmer. So now the question is, what are the tools do we need for us to start telling the computer what to do? For example, where can I write the program and send it to computer, then the computer will do the action for me? Do you understand? Yeah. So in that case, we have to have two things, two important tools, which is IDE and what? And translator software. So every programming language, has its own translator. JavaScript has its own translator. C++ has its own translator. C, Java, and the one we are working on or we are learning, Python. All of them they have their own translator. They are all programming languages. Yes. So all of them, they are programming language just like Python. And also all of them has their own translator. Do you understand? So if I want to write my program in Python, I have to download Python translator from internet into that computer, so that the computer can now understand Python. If I want to write my program or my instruction in Java, I have to download Java translator from internet and give it to the computer so that computer can understand my Java language. So now we are going to work with Python. So the first thing we need, the tools we need is translator. So we need a Python translator, which is when we go back to our computer, we'll download it. So we need Python translator. Then the IDE, which is mean integrated development environment. This IDE is just a text editor. When I say text editor, it means a place where you write the program. For example, this is the place where you come and write your Python instructions. Okay, I want my computer to download movie from YouTube for me. Then I start writing the instructions. Okay, go to YouTube, look for so video, download it, save it in this directory.
This
and
is where I
so
will write my instruction, then interpreter will come here and take it one by one.
exactly. So IDE is the place you write the instructions. And then when you write the instruction, this IDE is going to be tied. Is going to be joined with this translator. So when you write your program in IDE, then it will use the translator within the IDE, convert it and send it to machine. So we need
Translator. Am I going to install it?
Yes.
If I just install the IDE.
No, you're going to install the IDE and also you're going to install the translator, both of them. The one that translates your Python language and then the one that's going to write your program in it. So we are both going to install them. So we have so many different IDE. We have something like VS Code, we have Atoms, we have PyCharm, that's for Python, and a lot of them. So in this case, we're going to use VS Code as our IDE, where we will write our code. Then translator, we're going to use Python because we are writing our program in Python language. So now we understand the tools we need. So then, last but not the least, which is we're going to discuss about the level up. I think almost that's it. Okay. Okay. Yes. VS Code, Atoms, and Java, and PyCharm. Sorry. Yes. Yes. Okay, I understand. I understand. That's a very good question. Why did we choose to go with VS Code as our IDE instead of PyCharm or other IDE? Yes. The reason is that VS Code is like a general IDE. It's not coupled only with Python. I can write Java programming language in it. I can write JavaScript, any language I want. I can work with it inside a VS Code. So it's like a general IDE, and that's the main reason why I choose it. And the second reason is that it has a lot of community in it. Like a lot of people are using it. So the moment you jump into problem, you can easily ask question, and someone already been through that, so he can be able to answer the question for you. So it has a lot of people, which is more a lot of help, and also you can work with any language. So that's the main reason. So talking about level of computer language, we have low level, high level, and AI level. Low level is like if you want to talk with computer, there are sometimes you don't need to tell the computer, okay, do this, and do that. You can just tell the computer in a single command, okay, do this. Then the computer will figure out the rest by itself. In low level language, you have to tell the computer everything in details. Every single thing that you want your computer to do, you have to tell it in details. In high level, you can just tell the computer a single command, okay, do this for me, then the computer will take the initiative. But in AI level, now it changed. You just tell the computer this is what you want, and then the computer will go on and figure out how to do that thing. So that's the difference between these languages we are in. The low level, you have to tell the computer everything to do in details. Everything. Do you understand? In high level, you just tell the computer in a single command like, okay, do this. Then the computer will figure out how to do that on its own. While in AI level, you just tell the computer this is what you want, and then the computer will figure out how to do that thing by itself. Do you understand? So in this case, we're going to focus on this high level, which is Python programming. We don't have to tell the computer how to do this and that. Python programming abstract a lot of that things for us. And then we use Python to create something like this, AI. Then the computer will now become smart like a human being, just tell him what we want and then take the initiative and do the things. So I think that's
Said about the machine language zeros, the computer just understands zeros and one.
yes.
But why can't we communicate with the computer through zero and one?
Okay, I understand. Very good question. Where can we communicate with computer using 0 and 1? So do you think you can write a programming language in 0? You can write instructions to computer using the 0 and 1. So in this case, we call it a byte code. Do you understand this? Byte code. We call it byte code. So if you can write a byte code, you can just keep it in a computer and just run it, just like a normal program. Just like the way you install this application and that application.
If I understand you, if I can communicate with this with zeros and one,
yes,
I'll just
you have a full control.
my ID. Yeah, I don't need them.
You don't need them. You don't need IDE. You don't need to install translator. You don't need them. You can just write the code directly to the CPU by yourself. And if you can achieve that, well, you are the best programmer ever. So we call it bytecode. So if you can write a bytecode, I think you can communicate with computer directly. You don't need all other tools. So I think that's it for the introduction. And now we are going back to our practical to going back to. So as you can see now, we come back to our computer. Like I told you, before you can be able to, before you can start writing programs in your computer, you have to install two things, which is what? Interpreter, which is the translator, and the IDE, where you will write your program. So before you start, for us to download the interpreter, which is the translator, we have to launch our Chrome. This is my Google Chrome browser. I'll go to Google Chrome browser and search for Python. Python interpreter. So when you search for Python interpreter, it will take you to Python website. This is where you will see download Python. Then you click on this link. So because of my internet connection, that's why it takes long to load. But in your case, it will load very quickly. So this is the website where you can download Python interpreter, the software that will translate your Python program into machine code. So now you see it's showing download the latest version, because every time, or you say every year, they used to update Python. Because as a programmer, if we do something with Python programming and we notice that we can't do this, we will use to give feedback to the Python creator so that it will update it. So they keep updating it since from Python 2 all the way now we are in Python 3.13.6. So you can download your Python programming based on the computer you are using. Now I'm not in window, but as a window you can download. You just have to click the Python, then it will ask you to download. You just click on this download, then it will ask you to choose operating system. So my operating system is not a window, but if you want to download, you just have to click the download button, this button, then it will start downloading. You can see now it start downloading the Python. So my computer is not a Windows operating system, it's a Kali Linux. So I have to look for Linux/Unix. So as you can see here, this is Linux/Unix. Yes, I have to click it, then it will allow me now to download the version of my computer, which is, as you can see, you can just download the Python program from here. So if you are not using Windows, also you are not using Linux, maybe you are using Mac OS, you can see you can also download the interpreter for Mac OS. So after you finish downloading the operating system, what you just have to do is installing it. So I already have Python installed in my phone. In fact, if you are using Linux, you don't have to install the Python because by default, Linux operating system come with Python. And the second thing we have to do is download the IDE where we are going to write the program. So in our case, I said we're going to use VS Code, which is Visual Studio Code. So when you write VS Code here, it appears. You just have to click download. And also the VS Code come in different operating system. We have Windows operating system. You have Linux. This is the version of my computer, the Debian, and also we have Mac OS operating system. So I already have my VS Code in this .dev. What you just have to do, you just click on this download. It will start downloading. Take you to this website. Then it's going to ask you to wait for a moment. If the download does not start, you see it start the download automatically. So if the download did not start, you can just click on the download, try this direct download link. So you can see here it start downloading. So when it finished downloading, what you just have to do is just go and install it. It's not that difficult. You can just ask ChatGPT how to install your VS Code. It will give you the command. It's just a command that you have to use. So the reason why I'm not going to show you how to install it, I already have it in my computer. As you can see, this is my VS Code. So I already have it. So it's not that necessary. So after you install the VS Code, inside the VS Code, you come to this place where it's right extension. Then you click on the extension and you search for Python extension. You write Python. After you write Python extension, then it's going to show you all the extension. This extension is going to help you to write Python program and to execute Python program. Even though you have the interpreter in your computer, you have to install this extension that will help you to execute the program. You see this play button. Without the extension, this play button, it will not appear. So if it did not appear, then you have to come to the compiler and to the terminal and execute the code for you. So this is the extensions you can see. Yes, it's showing Python language support. See, and it's from Microsoft. So this is what I'm telling you to install. So I already have it. It's just showing me to update. So if you do not install it, it will show you something like this. Install. Yes, I already installed it. So these are the things you need to start writing program in Python. After you install the extension, you will see this play button appear. So whenever you write Python program, now you can be able to execute it. So let me give you an example. When you come to this place, you just have to click new file. After you click new file, then you create a file, something like this, where you're going to write your program. So when you create a file like this in your computer, you have to tell the computer this file that I created, it contains Python program. Telling the computer it contains Python program, whatever the name of the file is, at the end you have to write .py. For example, I said download, maybe, or I say let's call it just beginner then .py. So I said I call the file name is beginner, and this .py is telling my computer that this file it contains Python program. For example, if you look at an image, at the end of every image you will see something like this. This is the PDF file. So when you look at the name of the PDF file, you see at the end it contains what? .pdf. It's telling the computer this file is a PDF format. So whenever the computer is trying to open this file, it's going to start looking at it as a PDF file, not any other file, not image, not video, not music. If you have it as .mp3, as you can see, this is a picture. If I look for the name, see at the end it has what? .jpeg. Yes, this .jpeg is telling the computer this is an image. So whenever the computer is trying to open the file, it will open it as an image file. So but this one is a program, is the instructions telling the computer what to do in Python language. So whenever your computer is trying to open this file, it will look at it as a sequence of instruction in Python program, so that it will execute the task. Like when you click on um, music music file, it will start playing music. When you click on video file, it will start playing videos. If you click on picture file, it will show you a picture. So when you click on a Python file, then it will execute the program. It will execute what's inside. Do you understand? So this is it. You install the IDE, you install the interpreter, and now I show you how to create the file. So now what the next thing to do is to start learning the Python programming. What I mean is to start learning the word, the syntax, how to write Python, and how to tell the computer to do this, how to tell the computer to do that. So you will start learning all those things step by step. So in our next tutorial, we're going to start learning the Python word, or I say Python syntax, so that you can start writing program in Python. So see you in our next tutorial.